How do I scan channels with my V16 comms unit controlled by a Vega control head? Relatively simple. At the moment here we have two channels selected, so we have a 126/600 in the standby, which happens to be the Tauranga ADIS channel. So when I bring that up to the active, it is going to play and that will start flashing. On the top channel here we have, under active, we have 118/300, which is the Tauranga Tower, and you just seen that flash just a moment ago because someone was making a transmission on it. So if I was flying along and I wanted to listen to both, I would press and hold the right hand rotary knob for 3 seconds and then release it, and then one of two things will happen. Either just the standby and the active words will start flashing backwards and forwards if there's nobody transmitting, or if there is somebody transmitting on either or either, the numbers will flash along with the standby or active. Now what happens here is that the active takes priority. So if someone is transmitting on the standby frequency and nobody is transmitting on the active frequency, what will happen is that you'll hear the standby one and it will flash. The moment someone talks on the active frequency, standby will stop and go mute, and the active will come into play until they have stopped transmitting. And then if someone is still on the standby channel, it will start playing. So let's have a little go here. So press and hold for 3 seconds. Now you can see active and standby are flashing between one another to let the pilot know that it is in scan mode. ADIS is playing, so you can see the numbers for the ADIS, which is 126/600, and the standby is flashing away. So it is saying that there is somebody out there talking on that frequency, on that channel. If the tower started to talk, that would stop flashing and that one would start going. I was sort of hoping it would show you that, but it's not going to talk on the tower at the moment because there's not a lot of traffic happening here. So if I press and hold that again for 3 seconds, it will stop doing the scanning mode and come into just a normal radio mode. So let's change this to a number that's not actually been listened to. Let's go to, say, harbour frequency. Might get to pick someone up, may not. Press and hold for 3 seconds and release. Now you only see the active and standby words flip-flopping and flashing backwards and forwards because it's scanning. It's doing what you asked it to do. It is scanning between the two channels. Again, if someone started to transmit on your standby frequency, it would start to flash and play, and if someone was transmitting on the active, it would null that one out and only play whoever's on the active frequency. At this moment there's nobody on the tower and there's nobody on harbour, so we're not actually seeing how that would work. And when we're finished with this, press again, release after 3 seconds, and we're back into normal radio mode.